Hi, I'm Sydney Smith. I'm an author and illustrator of picture books. Happy Canada Day. Hello, Cologne kids. I'm excited and I'm happy to be participating in the Cologne Children's Book Weeks coming up soon as part of Canada's appearance as guest of honor at the Frankfurt Book Fair. I've been waiting for this for a long time, as I'm sure you have too. I'm really looking forward to talking to you about books, showing you my pictures and my process, and talking about why I make pictures, and hearing about your stories and maybe seeing some of your drawings too. That would be great. To shorten the time, I would like to show you my space here. This is my studio here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And maybe I'm going to give you a little tour and show you how I draw something from, let's say, Small in the City, the book I wrote and illustrated myself. All right, so let's get to it. While I do this drawing, I was thinking I would maybe answer some questions. There's some very interesting questions here. The first one is, when did you start drawing and writing stories? When did you know that you wanted to be an illustrator? I started drawing when I was a kid. I was, like most kids, I loved drawing, and I just kept on drawing until I was an adult. I moved around a lot, and drawing was kind of a safe place for me. It was always a place I could go to and lose myself in imagination and creativity. And when I became older, I still liked to draw and knew that I wanted to go to art school. There was a local art school here, so I enrolled, and within the first year, I discovered that I wanted to become a picture book illustrator. Ever since then, I've been making picture books, and I think I'll be making picture books for the rest of my life. Do you prefer to draw landscapes and environments or people? I love to draw people. People are my favorite things to draw. I love to sit on a bus or go on a subway or walk down the street or sit on a park bench and draw people who are walking by, or people who are maybe eating their lunch or doing whatever. I love watching people and I love drawing people. They're fascinating. There's 7.5 billion people on this planet, and every one of them is unique. I do also love drawing landscapes. There's something very meditative about standing out in nature and being surrounded by the beauty of nature, listening to birds chirping and feeling the wind. There's nothing really quite as inspiring as nature. Do you like to draw animals? I love to draw animals, but I'm not very good at it. I am better at drawing people. Animals are hard to draw sometimes. Depends on the animal. Every time I try to draw a horse, it ends up looking like a cow. Is it easier to illustrate your own stories or those of others? It is easier to draw for the stories written by other people, because when I get the finished text, the words that are there are final. I have to work with just those words. If I'm writing and illustrating a book, there's so many possibilities. I can change one word, I can change another word, I can change all of these different ways of telling the story. There's so many possibilities, it can be confusing. How do you create your images? Are they first in your head, or do you just start drawing and the picture develops little by little? Well, I usually start with an idea in my head, but as soon as I put the pen to the paper, usually the drawing takes on a life of its own. And that's sort of what you want to happen. You want to be surprised by the drawing. Do you always throw away pictures if they don't turn out well? No, I don't always throw out pictures if they don't turn out well. If they're really, really not working out for me, I will sometimes get angry and rip up the page, but then I feel bad. Usually what I do is, if I don't use a painting as a final image in a book, I'll still keep it, and I'll keep it in a pile. I have lots of piles in my studio. You might see some in the corner of some of this video. Lots and lots of piles of paintings. And sometimes I go through them and realize the ones that didn't turn out well were actually not as bad as I thought. All right, so thank you for joining me. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. I can't wait to see you soon in November in Cologne. Okay? I'll see you then. Bye.